Hey guys, and welcome to my current household. So this video is going to be about the household that I'm playing right now on like my spare time, which with the new schedule I have quite a bit more spare time to play my household. So it's fun. Anyways, so this is the house that they live in. It's a very modern house, and I really like it. I think it's really cute. And as you can tell, it's winter. Wow. Couldn't think of the word. But I built this house, which it's, as you can tell, 3 stories. It's on a foundation, and it has pretty much everything we're going to need to live here. Now, if you don't know where this town is, this is the town of Lucky Palms. There's a tree there, but I can show you. This is Lucky Palms, as you can tell. So we live next to the part that has like the one part that's like I don't even know how to explain it, but I'll show you in a second. Anyways, so this is my house. I think it's really cute. I built it based off of another house in the town, kind of, and then just changed it up to my own likings. And I think it came out really well, and I'm really, really happy with how it came out. The inside is just as pretty as the outside, I think, and it's even more pretty in like the daytime or the summer, but obviously this is not the summer, this is the winter, so there's nothing I can really do about that. Anyways, I'm going to get into my family and I'm going to explain who everyone is, and then I'm going to explain everyone's stories because it's kind of crazy. And yeah, so here we go. Alright, so I'm going to start with the top, and this is Alice Wilmington. Now, she's normally in the town, and I based it off of her house, actually. So we live right here next to, like, I don't know what you want to call this part here, but that's where we live. We live right here. The lot is already placed. You just have to, I just built the house. She normally lives right here in this house right here across from the spa. And she lives here with her husband and her 2 daughters, Sophie and Catherine. And then in her story is like she's pregnant, so they're expecting their next. And she had a boy in my game, so he was named Tai Ning. I don't know. Anyways, so this is the house that I built it off of. It's not the same, but it's semi the same. That makes any sense, because it probably doesn't. But I wanted to do something kind of like this at the pool and stuff, but I couldn't do it, so I gave up. And I just used a deck instead and didn't put a pool. And I've changed the house too recently, so there's that. But anyways, so this is Alice, and her last name is Wilmington now because she married one of my Sims. When did she marry him? She married him, let's see. Let's see how long ago they got married. Let's see. It wasn't that long ago, but she moved in before she married him. Why does he keep doing 2? That's really annoying. You see that? There we go. Yeah, here's when they got married. So let's see, how many days ago was that? 22 days ago. So she married him, and the reason she married my family member is because I edited the world and I put a cow plant at the library just for a little fun. And her husband, the day I put it out, went over to the library and died. So I felt really bad because she was raising a child, a toddler, and a baby all on her own. So I was like, you know what? This girl needs some help. So my Sim Art, who is one of my original Sims, was working with her, and I was just going to move her in as a friend and just help her with raising the kids until they were old enough. And then I was going to send her back on her merry little way with her kids. But instead, Art fell in love with Alice and decided he wanted to marry her and have babies with her. So, yeah, that happened. And I wasn't really expecting that, because when I started with Art, Holly, and Jezebel. And then Holly had a mother named Jewel, and Art had a father named Lance. But Jewel and Lance have unfortunately passed away because they were elders. But once Jewel passed away, Holly got really upset and took comfort in Art, so she kind of fell for him a little bit, but like they were only friends, so nothing was really happening. But when Lance passed away after Jewel, because they were dating, their parents were dating but never married, Art took comfort in Alice and decided that it was time for himself to get married to her. And so we did. We got married, and we went to China for a honeymoon. And when she came back, she was pregnant with their first child, Alex. And Alex has been with us for a little bit, not too long, but just a little bit. And so they're happy, with their son and all. But Art has now officially decided that him and Alice, they weren't bonding like he had expected. It was more of like, he was depressed and just moved her in on like a fling thing kind of thing. Anyways, so he moved her in, and they had their first son, Alex. And after Alex was born, he kind of took more comfort in Holly, because he would tell her, like, that things between him and Alice weren't like he expected them to be. He expected them to be more like really romantic and them to be really in love, and it wasn't there for him. Though it was there for Alice. Alice is deeply in love with him. So he took comfort in Holly, and things got a little out of hand in the hot tub, and she ended up pregnant. Oh, and yeah, Art and Holly were expecting a baby, and Alice found out. And this is all happening while Alice is out working her butt off to afford this house that Art moved her into, because it's so expensive. So Art felt bad, and he told her, listen, me and Holly are expecting a baby, and I want you to know, but I do still love you, because at that point he was feeling regretful, and he felt like, he had done something wrong, which he had. I'm not going to lie. He definitely screwed up with her. And Alice got really upset and like threw him out of the bedroom. So he had to sleep with Holly in her bedroom, which I'm sure did not help the matter, because there's no other place in here. I should build a guest room. So Art and Holly became really close. And ever since, Alice has decided that she's not going to try with Art anymore. She's, done. She's moving on with her life. So she's hoping Art will just be happy. So they've gotten a divorce now, and he's still romantic interest with Holly. He hasn't really pushed it or pursued it yet, because he's still feeling really bad about the affair, and he kind of in a way wants to see if it could work out with Alice, but it's not really going the way he planned, and there's some definite surprises in the store for him today. So moving on to Holly, she has been head over heels in love with Art since she first set eyes on him, when her mom was dating his dad, and when he first moved in, she was really excited about being able to get close to him. And when she finally did, and things moved really quickly, she thought that he was going to divorce Alice and come and be with her, but so far he hasn't done that, and she's kind of confused about the whole situation. So she's kind of been putting her time into getting to know Daniel Pleasant. He definitely has a family, but I don't know if she'll be with him or not, but she's definitely been spending a lot of time with him and having some fun. Um, but anyways, so obviously I already said that Holly and Art have a kid together, and his name is Landon. And I'll show you Landon in just a second. Mom's been kind of taking care of Landon mostly. Art hasn't really put effort into getting to know his kid, which is pretty sad because, it's not Landon's fault that things got a little hectic and crazy. So, I don't know. Anyways, so there's obviously drama between Alice and Holly because they are like not very good friends at all. And she's not very happy with her, so when they see each other in the room, they get really angry, and it's really crazy. Anyways, I thought that their marriage was going to work out because they were really good friends, and, I thought that we had talked enough. Excuse me. But I guess not. Alice called it quits, so since she doesn't want to be with him anymore, that's fine. I was going to have them get divorced anyways, because I was figuring she wasn't going to be able to trust him later on, so, she would divorce him and move out with someone else. But for right now, she still lives in the house with the kids because she doesn't want to split up the family, even knowing it's not a real family. She doesn't want her kids to have to grow up without their father, or the kids to have to grow up away from her. So we're kind of trying to work it out, but I don't know. It's a little hectic, and Art doesn't really know where to sleep. He doesn't know whose bedroom he should be sleeping in. He doesn't know if he should be sleeping in Alice's, his ex-wife's, or if he should be sleeping in his romantic interest, Holly's, because he doesn't also want to rub the romantic interest in her face, you know what I mean? Because he still cares for Alice, and he's still, she's still the mother of his children, so he still has respect and everything for her. So he's really not sure where, so he kind of goes back and forth. He'll start sleeping down here, and then when Landon cries, I make him go up and take care of him and then sleep upstairs. So I don't know. It's really crazy. I'm not even sure where he should be sleeping right now. I think he's kind of on the fence of who he's going to be with. I don't know if he's going to get back with Alice and things are going to get smoothed out, or if he's going to go with Holly, who is deeply in love with him and cares for him so very, very much. But Alice cares for him too. She just feels a little betrayed because of the whole affair. Anyways, so that's the love triangle that's happening in the household. So then, like I said, Alice has 3 kids named Sophie, Catherine, and Ty now because I changed his name because I couldn't pronounce the other one very easily. Sophie is the very rebellious child. She gets into a lot of trouble, and she was doing horrible on her grades when she came here. She was at a D or something, and she can't pull it up for some odd reason. She goes to school every day and she still can't pull it up. But I think it has something to do with that she's a little bit too far into being with her boyfriend to wiki wahine, and I think the reason she's so far fallen for him is because they have a child together named Phoenix. Phoenix is their child together, and Twiki actually just celebrated his young adulthood birthday, so that's a little bit crazy because now she's dating a young adult, and he's been flirting with some other women, so I don't know what's going to happen there, but I had planned on getting them married because Sophie is so close to becoming a young adult. It's unbearable, and I guess Twiki just couldn't wait for her. I don't know. Anyway, so he has nothing to do with his son. She's tried to invite him over before, and he kind of blows her off with the whole situation. So I don't know if what's going on there, why he's blowing her off, but he'll say he's coming over and then not show. So Phoenix has solely been raised by his mother, Sophie, and he's got his father's last name because I thought that was just fitting to give him the proper last name. But Sophie's learned everything she needs to learn. She's doing much better in school now that she's kind of focusing more and not so much being with this man who doesn't deserve her at all. But she's got a B. I think that's better than a D, so we're improving. She's learned to drive, so she's gotten her certificate, which is right. Oh gosh, where'd your certificate go? Oh, maybe someone else picked it up in the mail, maybe. She's been crowned the prom queen at the last prom, which she went to with Twiki, and he cheated with some other girl because she came home betrayed. So it was crazy. Um, I don't know. He asked her to the prom, and then I don't know what happened from there because you obviously can't see inside. Anyways, so that's Sophie's little family drama, I guess you could say, because it is her family, with it being her son's dad. Jezebel here, the poor girl, she is just, she doesn't know her father, so she's always looked up to her mother for anything that she needed. And they have a good relationship, I think. Yeah, they have a really good relationship. Um, they're really good together, and they're both vegetarians, I do believe. I know her mom is. I think she is too. Yeah, she is. And so her and her mom have bonded over the times that they've lived together, especially over the passing of her grandmother and her mother's mom, Jewel. That was definitely hard on Jezebel because they were so very close, and grandma would take her to like the park and push her on the swings. It was so cute. Anyways, so she's a little bit, you know, still misses him and misses her. And right after that, she went to prom, like not too soon afterwards. She got a romantic interest named Timmy Hale, but we don't even know him anymore, so I don't know. And then she just went to another prom, and she's gotten another romantic interest named Thomas Cahal. I tried sending him a love letter, and he sent us back a nasty letter stating that we'll never be together, but they're romantic interests, so I really don't get it. Anyways, so since Jezebel's gotten with Thomas, she's really kind of fallen for him, and I think he's a young adult now too. Anyways, so she's fallen for him, and she doesn't want anything to do with Timmy anymore. So she's kind of let that relationship dwindle, but I think it's still given her a cheating reputation or naughty or something. It's really ridiculous. Anyways, so she's really fallen for Thomas, even knowing Thomas is kind of moving on as a young adult. He's kind of already put himself out there and found some other people. But anyways, so she's, you know, working on aging in a couple of days, so that's good. And she's got things she's been keeping herself busy with. Art's father, Lance, was the gardener, and we were trying to get one of each plant growing and get perfect quality of each one. But since his passing, Jezebel has stepped in and kind of taken over the garden and keeping it alive while he's no longer with us. So she's our little gardener, and she goes out every day and makes sure it gets taken care of, and, you know, she harvests the fruits and stuff from it. And she's hoping to do, you know, get it to perfect like Lance had always wanted. And she's kind of holding out that dream because she considered him like a grandfather because he was dating her grandmother. Even though he's not really part of the family, she still cares for him no matter what. And, you know, they were good. He was good to her, so she's feeling kind of, you know, like she needs to do this for him. And then there's Catherine, which is, again, Alice's daughter. Catherine is, she came to me and she had some of the saddest wishes. Like, she wanted to get attention from her dad and all this stuff, and it was so sad. And she's kind of been in a shell ever since. She doesn't really talk with anyone. She doesn't keep any relationships with anyone except for her mom. And she's kind of just let, you know, her life go, and she doesn't really care to get to know anyone. She doesn't have any romantic interests. She's not into that. She really just keeps her nose in books, and she reads all the time, and she doesn't really care to socialize, even though she's charismatic. She's kind of put herself in a bubble right now and just kind of spends her time reading at home or at the library and doing her homework, and that's pretty much it for her day. And she goes to bed. Right now she's in the process of learning to drive, so she's not quite there, but she's still learning, and she's doing really well in school. I think she's got a B, almost an A. So she's doing really well, and, you know, she's just more pushed into her books than she ever was before because she was very social. So now she's more into learning and, you know, that kind of stuff. She's going to go to college, you know, and do things that make her happy. She's got a lot of skills all up to 3 or pretty much up to 3 because she reads the books on them to learn the skills. And she literally carries around books with her at all times to learn more what she could do in life because she's very adventurous and she wants to know what's out there. Ty, like I said, I had to change his name because it was like Ti-Ning. I don't even know. I don't even know where that name came from, to be honest. Anyways, so Ty is a very good kid. He doesn't get into trouble very often. He recently became a teenager, so he's been experimenting with the pranks and having a good old time. He recently went to prom with his sisters and found himself a girlfriend, Leah Lawrence. She's actually really pretty and they have really good chemistry, so I thought that was really cute, and I think she's pretty, so I think we'll let him stick with her, and he'll probably marry her down the road. For right now, they're just spending some time to get to know each other. Ty is a genius, so he, obviously does his homework faster and he gets his grades done, but he doesn't spend much time working on it. He kind of just throws it together and then he's good. He was a little bit on the heavier side, like his father, but he's been working to get more in shape, and I think he's done pretty good. He's definitely lost a lot of, the weight, and he continues to eat healthy and work out on a regular basis so that he doesn't gain all that weight back. And and he lives up here on the top floor. He has his own room. And then we have Alex, whom is Alice and Art's son. He hasn't really developed a personality yet, because he's still very young. He'll be aging to a child soon, so he'll get more of a personality then. But he's just really working on, learning his skills. He still needs to learn to talk, and he needs to finish off, I think, 2 more books. 1 more book. He's reading one and then this one. So he spends his time reading the books, and he already knows how to walk and to potty. So he's definitely working hard. Then we have Phoenix. Phoenix is Sophie and her boyfriend, Twicky's son. He recently aged up. He's a toddler, obviously. And he's just learning to potty and stuff. He just learned to potty. He still needs to learn to walk and talk, and he's got a bunch of books that he needs to read to gain some skills for when he ages up. And we're just learning the basics right now. But right now he's reading, but otherwise pretty much the basics. And then there is Art and Holly's son, Landon. Spelled a little bit differently as well. It's an E-N at the end. And Landon's a baby, so we can't really do much with him, but his birthday's tomorrow, so he'll be aging up to a toddler, and we'll start teaching him things, and that'll be fun. So what I didn't tell you was, after Alice decided to get a divorce from Art, she decided she wanted to have 1 more child to complete off her lifetime wish. So she got pregnant by Art, and she kind of tricked him into it. He came home from drinking at the bar, and she kind of seduced him a little bit, only for the purpose of having a child. She doesn't care to get with him, and she only wants to be friends with him. So that's a definite surprise, but she wants to have a baby girl, and he does too, so I thought it would be, okay if he was okay with it. And it's kind of sucked him back into the reality that they're going to get back together, but they're really not. So he's kind of holding out hopes, and that's why he kind of doesn't know if he should be sleeping in the same bed as Holly, because he's holding off hopes that he can fix the marriage, even knowing they've went through a divorce and everything, that they'll actually be able to become a family, because he still does love Alice. Nonetheless, he always did, but he definitely has chemistry with Holly instead. Did I just say he loves Holly? I think he did, but he loves Alice. So I'm not sure if Alice is going to go for this, because I think she's been kind of moving up on getting back with her ex-boyfriend that she was with when she met Art, and his name is Alonzo Candelaria, and yeah, so it's her boss, but she's definitely been pursuing that relationship a little bit and getting to know him and, finding out things about him. And he's only in a relationship. He's not married or anything yet. So if she wanted to get with him, she feels like, she wouldn't be wrecking their marriage or anything like Holly did to hers, because she wouldn't want to do that to someone else because she knows how it feels. So that is them. Let me go ahead and quickly just show you the Sims themselves instead of just their little pictures. So this here is Alice. She, like I said, she comes in the game. She's normally here. She doesn't look like this. She looks a little bit different, and she's definitely not this pregnant when you first meet her. But I think she's a really pretty lady, and she's just recently aged up to a full-fledged adult. So she's getting ready to become an elder in about 64 days. I do have it on a much longer lifespan, but yeah. So I'm going to go through their traits and stuff as well. So she is a Pisces. She's a 2-star celebrity, I do believe. She likes pop, ratatouille, and the color turquoise. She's neurotic, a natural cook, family-oriented, friendly, and lucky. And like I said, she's 64 days away from becoming that elder. I'm not sure she'll live with us by that time because I'm pretty much just trying to finish off her lifetime wish. And then we'll pretty much be good, but we'll see. Then there's Art, and Art's at work right now. He works as a chef, and so does Alice. That's how they met. She's actually his boss, I still believe. And he works here at the Moon... What is this called? It's like the Moon... Something about Moon Bistro. I don't even know. Anyway, so he works here, and he's at work right now. He is on a level 5 of his career as a line cook, and pretty soon 6. She's also a line cook, and that's why I don't understand how she can be his boss. But anyways, and she's pretty close to the promotion too. I'm pretty sure that's his boss. Yeah, it's his boss, see. So at least their relationship didn't take a huge hit when they got divorced and stuff, because that would have been sad, because I worked really hard on that relationship. Alright, so Holly is over here. She's taking care of poor little Lance. He was not very happy recently. And so they live on the top floor now. She did live on the second floor, but I moved her up so we could add a nursery off of her room. And guess you're going to get a shot of both Holly and Lance at the same time because she's holding him. So this is Holly. I think she's really pretty. I created her from scratch, just like Art. And I think that they came out really well. And his little theme for his bedroom is whales, so I think that's really cute. So Holly is an Aries. She ages up to a full-fledged adult in 40 days. Her favorites are Soul, Fruit Parfait, and the color pink, which you can tell from her room. She has a good sense of humor, a vegetarian, a snob, ambitious, and she's friendly. Art, on the other hand, is a Pisces, which I think she also is as well. Yeah, she is. He ages up to a full-fledged adult in 16 days, so he's getting up there as well. And he likes beach party, tri-tip steak, and the color blue. He loves to swim, loves the outdoors, natural cook, loves to heat, and angler. And the reason he got this job is because we needed the money. We don't really need the money now, not as much anyways, but we still do to pay the bills and stuff because they're getting more and more expensive as I add onto the house. I think they're almost 2,000 simoleons now. I'm not really sure. He wants to become the One Sim Band, which is to master the bass, guitar, drums, and piano. He has only worked on the guitar so far, and he's at a level 7. He's not doing that great on his lifetime wish, but she wants to be surrounded by family and raise 5 children from babies to toddlers, which she's obviously already got 3 of the 5 done because she's got 3 kids that are teenagers right now, 1 that's a toddler. So I think it's cute. So this is their rooms. This is the 3rd floor actually, and we got this in the mail from a friend. I put her little computer up here because Holly is in the journalism career. She wanted to be living in the lab luxury, which she's already completed, which I don't know how, because it says have a household net worth of $223,000 and we have $125,000, so I don't really get it. She's in the journalism career, level 5. Man, everyone's at level 5, aren't they? So she has to do writing and stuff, so she's got her computer up here. This is literally like her own little space of the house because no one else really comes up here. It's just her bedroom and then her bathroom and the nursery off of her room. And then this little space out here, which is semi-office, semi-like, I don't know, like walkway kind of thing. So she's happy with it, and she likes her new room because she used to live down on the floor below us right here. I'll show you where she used to live. So yeah. Sophie, on the other hand, that's not what I meant to do. Go home. Sophie, on the other hand, she was sleeping in the same room as Jezebel and Catherine, but when she had the baby, I decided that it was time for her to move out onto her own. So she's taken over this room, which used to be Art's, because Art took over the master suite down on the first floor with Alice, which I'll show you in just a second. So this is her room. Sophie loves white. She likes vegetarian lobster thermidor and the music pop. She has 3 days until she ages to a young adult. She is a Leo. She's irresistible, grumpy, childish, and athletic. Irresistible, grumpy, and childish she had before she came here. Actually, she had all of those when she came here because she came here as a teenager. So I just gave her a quick makeover. So this is her bedroom, nothing too spectacular. And then this here is Phoenix, which is her son, off of her room. And he loves the color lime, as you can tell. And he likes Shavich roots. He is a Virgo. He's a heavy sleeper and friendly. And his theme for his bedroom is dinosaurs. So he loves the dinosaurs. He loves to play with the little dinosaur toys and things. So I gave him the dinosaur little rooms. I thought it was cute. And yeah, so that's his room. Nothing too spectacular. We got this plant in the mail, so I thought it would be fitting to give it to him. Anyways, so let me show you the master suite, which is on the first floor, obviously, because this is where Lance and Jewel were staying. But it's changed now into Alice and Art's room. Art's favorite color is blue, as I told you, and hers is turquoise, so I thought it fitting to do the room in blue. They've got the double dressers for the girls and guys side. We got this in the mail as well, so I put that out. These are the flowers that Art gave to Alice, and this is Alice's side of the bed, this is Art's side of the bed. And they've got like a TV, a bookshelf, a sitting area. This area over here is really empty. It used to hold the dresser because over here you see the changing table and here used to be a crib, but I decided to switch up and give each of the children their own rooms, except for I'll explain something in a little bit. And then they've got their own ensuite, which is right here. It's nothing too spectacular. It's got the double mirror with the double sink because it is the ensuite. And yeah, this comes right off of the hallway that you come into when you come into the house. So that's really cool. And then across from it is the kitchen, which is very small. It's nothing too spectacular, but you know, it works. And then I've got the dining room over here with the hot tub over here that's led to some drama. The dining room is right here. And then this is just a little patio area. We got this DJ booth in the mail, so I just was like, all right, whatever. And then we got this grill, and there's a full bath down here as well, which you could use if you wanted to. This is the living room, and then off of the living room is a little area right here that I added on recently for the children to build their skills, like with the xylophone and the peg box and all of that kind of stuff. So, which Alex is already done with, so I'm probably going to take and move these toys upstairs or something and just leave this kind of as is for right now. Anyways, so that is that. Let's see, who are we on next? Jezebel. Jezebel is in her bedroom, actually. This was Jezebel's bedroom to begin with, and I kind of just threw the other girls in here. I had Jezebel sleeping over here, and then the Catherine sleeps here, and then Sophie was sleeping on a bed that was right here, but she had to move out because she had the baby. So Jezebel and Catherine still share a room, but I do want to separate it. I'm thinking about dividing this in half, just giving one of them this side, one of them this side, and then they should be good. But I'm not really sure yet. I'm not really set on what I'm going to do quite yet. But originally this was Jezebel's room and this was Holly's. But Holly's moved upstairs now, and Jezebel has to share with Catherine, which I do want to separate. So this is just their room. It's purple because Jezebel's favorite color is purple. She likes hot dogs and pop music. She is a Scorpio. She's a vegetarian, a perfectionist, good, and a diva. And she's a pretty good kid. She doesn't really get into too much trouble. She got a ballerina trophy, which so did Catherine. And that's her from going to the bistro. And I think Catherine's got one in her inventory. I'm not really sure. Anyways, they use this bathroom mostly. It's not off of their bedroom. It's off the hallway, actually. So really anyone can use it. But they also use the one down here that I showed you, the one in the hallway, the full bath right there. So they use that as well for their own usage, because there is two of them. So when they get up in the morning, a lot of times they need a double, like two bathrooms, and obviously we can't use the same one. So then Catherine here is a Gemini. She likes kids music, fruit parfait, and hot pink. She is a bookworm. She's good, charismatic, and a snob, which kind of surprised me. And I don't think I told you, but Jezebel has 10 days until she becomes a young adult as well. Catherine has 24 days, so she's not quite close enough yet. I'll probably just build Jezebel a room upstairs, to be honest, and just let Catherine keep this bedroom. Or, yeah, probably, because there's not really enough room for a double bed in here. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not really sure. Anyways, I didn't realize she was so close to aging, actually. Anyways, so Catherine, like I said, she's kind of more in her shell. She reads all the time. She just kind of sticks to her books. And then we have Ty, whom I've renamed, as I told you. Ty, on the other hand, has his own kind of staircase to his own room, which is just kind of like a loft area. Nothing too spectacular. These staircases are only used by him and a maid, really. He's got his dresser, his bed, football. He loves to look at the stars, so I gave him a telescope. And he's got his own ensuite as well. And Ty, on the other hand, is a Capricorn. He likes soul music, vegetarian fish and chips, and the color seafoam. But I made his room blue because I thought it would look fine. And I don't really know how to decorate it with seafoam, so I thought that was fine. He is a slob, which is annoying. He can't stand art, which, whatever. He is a genius, which I love because he does his homework so much faster. And he's a computer whiz because I plan on, if he sticks around, keeping him, and then I'm going to make him a hacker on the computer. And I thought that'd be fun, to just hack all the time and make our money that way. So yeah, that is what Ty is like. He is very different, but very cute. And I thought if we needed to, we could move stuff around up here so that I could put in a full bed for him when he ages up. Sophie's already got her full bed. Jezebel will have her own room, and I'll probably just finagle Jezebel's room around a little bit so that I can get a full bed, a double bed in there. But we'll see. Anyways, moving on to Alex. Poor kid down here. He's got the I don't know if it's called the nautical room, but I call it the little anchor room. I don't know. Anyways, so if I were to put the walls up, you can just see it's mostly just anchors. It's really cute. I was basing it off of that he likes the color green. This isn't the same color green as this, but that's okay. He likes sushi and Digitoons. He is a Taurus, like me. And he's brave and disciplined because he's going to be doing world adventures, traveling and stuff. So he'll probably find his wife over there. And I really like the crooked rug. I think it looks really cute. So I like his room. I haven't really put much decorations in here just because he's a toddler and we don't really need to put a lot in here. Pretty much he's got what he needs and he's good. He just needs to finish, like I said, learning to talk, which he's almost done, and he's got this book and one more in his inventory, and then he'll be ready to age up, and he only has 6 days before he ages, so we've got quite a few birthdays coming up. Then Phoenix, I think I've already told you about him, but he is a Virgo. He's got the dinosaur room, heavy sleeper, friendly. He likes roots, Shivich, and the color lime. So he's just spending his time up here on the second floor. And then Landon up here is 1 day away. He is Gemini. He likes roots, fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches, but I thought was so hilarious when I found that out. Aqua, he came with the party animal trait, which I thought was hilarious that a baby could have the party animal trait, and I gave him I gave him excitable. I don't really remember what I was going to do for him. I don't really have a plan for Phoenix because his traits are really weird. Heavy sleeper and friendly. I'm not really sure what I'm going to go with for that. But whatever he rolls is fine. And then Landon, what was I going to do for Landon? Oh, I remember. I was going to have him own a bar and do the mixology skill as a living. So I thought that would be fun. It'd be different. I don't normally, get into it and try and plan for when they're babies. But anyways, I really like his room and the anchor room the best. I did Phoenix's first, and I'm not really that happy with it. I really like the whales, and I really like the anchors, but I don't know. The dinosaurs isn't my favorite. It's very bright. I do like it, but it's just not my favorite of the two. Anyways, so that's that. Let me just show you the rest of the house because I kind of haven't showed it all to you. So this is just the downstairs, like I told you. This is fenced in. It's the hot tub. And then if I go down again, you'll see that our garden is back here. It's not a huge garden because we don't need a huge spot for it. We've got the little tree house out front, another telescope, but I wouldn't want to make them stand out here and use that. It's too cold. We've got this stupid Into the Future thing, but I haven't sold it because we may use it at one point or another. And then our mailbox and stuff. Going up to the second floor from these stairs, you come up to another landing, which has like a little seating area here, like the downstairs one. It's got a coffee table, another TV. It's got a gaming system if they wanted to play with it. When Catherine moved in, she was a child, so she wanted a little dollhouse, so I gave it to her. I wasn't really worried about it. Up here, we got this painting in the mail for free. I thought it was really cool, so I put it up. And I put it over top of the chess table that we use for logic. They've got a stereo if they want to work out or whatever. We got this plant in the mail for free as well, so I just stuck it behind the painting easel. No one really used the painting easel yet, but I figured someone could learn painting if I wanted to. There's another desk down here. This is what Holly was using at first, but I gave her another one just because a lot of people are learning writing in this household, so I thought it'd be fitting to give more than one desk. We got this plant for free in the mail as well. It's from like marriages and things. That's what people keep sending it to us from like they're attracted to us or whatever, and they send us like a gift. Anyways, so this is what little Ty has been using to work out, is this cardio machine, treadmill cardio machine. And then I just put out a rug, and this little rocker and this costume chest trunk was in Ty's room, but since he aged up, I took it out and put it down here instead. For the children, when they age up, they can come and use it. We got this massage table in the mail when we got married to Alice, and I thought it would be fitting to just put it out so everyone could use it. At first, I was trying to finagle it into one of the bedrooms, but it didn't work. And then we, at one point, before Sophie had her baby, it was in here, but now she sleeps in here, so I can't really put it in here again. So that's that. This is the overview of the second floor, and these aren't accessible. I don't think I'm going to make them accessible. I might make this one actually, but otherwise I don't really think they need to use the balconies for anything, so I don't really have them accessible, but I mean, anyone could make them accessible. It's really easy. Anyways, and then the top floor, you can tell that these two rooms, they're not connected. You can't get from one to the other. You have to go down the stairs and then back up these stairs. Her door is locked. He doesn't have a door, so he just climbs up here and does what he needs to do. And that's pretty much enough. So that is the family and their crazy life. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist of it. Oh, let me show you the gravestones of Jewel and Lance. They were at the house for a while, but they kept coming back and making ice cream, which, if you don't know about the ice cream machine, if you use it when someone's hungry, it automatically knocks them out of what they're doing and makes them come try and eat the food that you gave them or the ice cream that you made. So I decided that I didn't want them doing that anymore. So I put them over here. So let's see, where did I put them? I think I put them right here. Jewel Samuels, and then this one is Lance Wilmington. The reason I put them on the same thing is because they were girlfriend, boyfriend, in love. They had a fantastic relationship. Lance was actually older, but he passed away second. He didn't work out or anything, which was kind of weird. But Jewel passed away pretty, like, 2 or 3 days after she was an elder. She didn't live very long as an elder. No, it wasn't 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days after, you reach, like, your limit, I guess. So that was sad. And then Lance kind of went through, like, a state where he just kind of didn't talk to anyone, and he was really depressed. So, unfortunately, that was sad. But, yeah, so I put them over here at the graveyard. I plan to put all the family here. A lot of these I can move. Some of them I can't, unfortunately. But, like, these ones, I could really just delete them. They're not anyone. They're just placed here to make the graveyard look like a graveyard. So, yeah, they are here at the graveyard. And I like that we can come over and visit them if we want to. We've come over a couple of times and mourned them, even after, we were done mourning. But right now, we're just working on getting everyone through it. And then Alice is about ready to give birth again. I'm really keeping hopes out for a girl because I want her to have a girl. But either way, it'd be perfect for her because she's already got 2 girls and 2 boys. But she does want to have a girl. He wants to have a girl. And if he has a girl with Alice, then I won't try for another baby with Holly. And we'll just stick with the one baby with Holly and Art. And I think that'd be fitting. So we'll see what happens. Anyways. So yeah, that is my story, and it's pretty crazy. Why is that spot? Oh, that's where the room is. Okay, I get it. I was like, why is there no snow there? But it's because on the 2nd floor of the house, the bathroom is there. So it makes sense. It does make sense. Anyways, so that's my house. That's my story, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Also, I was going to put up a new house video that I built here in Sunlit Tides, which is this one. But for some odd reason, it didn't, like, I recorded it as I was building it and everything. But for some odd reason, like, I don't know where the video went to. So I'll just show you the house quickly. This is the house. It's really pretty. I really like it. I wish I could have put up the video for you guys on building it because I think it's so pretty. The only thing about this house is that if you want to get in here, you have to open this door because that's the only way that you're going to get inside, because that's the entrance to the house. But I think it's cute. I think that makes it a little bit different. I don't think I've ever seen anyone make a house like that before, where you have to go, like, through the garage door. Anyways, so this was the house. Yeah, and I can't really show you the inside. I think that's funny that the window's open and it's winter time. But anyways, downstairs is just the garage area. It's got, like, a gym in it and bikes and a car. Upstairs is the living area. I did put a baby crib in there because you know how story progression is, forcing everyone. This is the bathroom. This is the living room. It's really cute. I wish I could show you. Actually, I probably can. Let me just turn on some sheets here. Alright, so let's just buy on this lot real quickly. I'm just going to show you what I did, just real quickly. Nothing too spectacular through this walkthrough. Anyways, so we're going to do it pretty quickly. Down here, as you can see, the treadmill. There's a car park right here. Let me turn the grids off. There's a car park right here. 2 bicycles, another car park area. That's pretty much all that's down here. And then you got, like, this stairs that that I really like. As well, up here you've got your really nice kitchen area, which is right here. I'll probably build another one of these, to be honest. It looks like that. And then over here is your living room area where you got like your TV and your couch. You got a sitting area with a bookshelf and chair. I put in the crib here and then the bed and stuff right here. And then you've got this bath over here, which I thought was cute. I didn't put a shower in, which I did plan to, but never got to it. Out on the balcony is 2 little seating areas, a telescope, and a grill. But you know what? They've got one of the best views from here. They've, from each angle. So, yep, that's the house. Anyways, so I hope you guys like this. If you guys did, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks very much for watching.